My name is Natasha, I'm 31, and I haven't had a real conversation with my family in almost 5 years. Sure, there were a few ignored texts, a random happy birthday in the group chat, some awkward Facebook tags I never responded to, but no actual conversations. The last time I saw them in person was Thanksgiving, 5 years ago. I was 26, I had a college degree. I was working 2 part-time jobs and picking up freelance work at night just to pay rent. And my older brother, Dylan, looked at me across the table and said, "Hey, can you clear the plates?" The adults are talking. The adults. He was 33 at the time. I just remember standing there holding a dish thinking, wow. I didn't argue, I didn't defend myself. I just wiped my hands on a towel, grabbed my coat, and left without saying goodbye. Nobody followed me out. Growing up, I think the roles in my family were set in stone. Dylan was the golden child, varsity athlete, straight A student, first job out of college at some big tech company downtown. He wore fitted blazers to family dinners and talked about investments before dessert was served. He loved giving advice, especially to me. Then there was me, the creative one, the figuring it out one, the has potential but kid. My dad used to joke that I'd end up designing graffiti for abandoned buildings. My mom wouldn't laugh, but she wouldn't stop him either. My 20s were messy. I tried everything. Graphic design gigs, learning to code, starting a blog that made exactly $0, but got 3 angry comments, which weirdly felt like progress. I lived in a tiny studio apartment with peeling paint and walls so thin I could hear my neighbor sneeze during the day, and I worked as a janitor at a co-working space. At night, I taught myself how to build software. No one in my family ever asked how I was doing. The one time I asked for help, I needed a small loan for emergency dental work. My mom replied with a picture of Dylan's new BMW and said, "Maybe this will motivate you to take life seriously." That was the moment something shut off inside me. I didn't block anyone. I didn't send a dramatic message. I just stopped trying. Instead, I focused on myself. I started building a small software tool out of my apartment. It was messy, full of bugs. I hired the wrong freelancer twice. Once I spent 2 weeks fixing an issue that turned out to be one missing semicolon, but it was mine. 1 client turned into 4. 4 turned into 15. For 2 years, I barely left my apartment. I ate frozen dinners. I wore the same 2 hoodies, slept 4 hours a night. I wasn't rich, I wasn't impressive, but for the first time in my life, I felt capable. Then one day, a mid-sized company reached out. They wanted to license my software. The deal wasn't crazy, but it was enough. Enough to move into a better place. Enough to buy a car that didn't rattle at red lights. Enough to hire a small team. I didn't become some tech billionaire, but I was stable, comfortable, proud, and I did it without a single dollar from my family. That mattered to me more than the money. Then last month, out of nowhere, I got a text from my cousin Ethan. He was getting married. He wanted me there. Ethan was one of the only people in my family who never treated me like a disappointment. When we were kids, he used to bring me a soda and sit with me in the garage when I'd hide during family parties to avoid Dylan's jokes. I stared at the message for a long time. Part of me didn't want to go, but another part of me thought maybe enough time had passed, so I said yes. The wedding was at this massive estate outside the city. White chairs lined up perfectly on bright green grass, string lights hanging from trees. Everything looked expensive. Everyone was dressed like they were attending an awards show. I wore a simple navy suit, clean, nothing flashy. I brought my operations manager, Brian, as my +1, not because I needed to show off, but because he's calm in social situations, and I'm not. The ceremony was beautiful. Ethan looked genuinely happy. I stayed near the back during the reception, close enough to see everything, far enough to blend in. I almost made it the whole night unnoticed, almost. Then I heard a familiar voice behind me. Well, look who decided to show up. I turned around slowly. Dylan, same confident smirk, same expensive watch, same energy, but this time, I wasn't the same person he